It's New Year's Eve, and everyone around you is making resolutions and setting goals. But what if instead of another list of things to fix about yourself, you could step into 2026 with something completely different? A genuine sense of calm, of connection with yourself, and trust in your own inner knowing. That's what we're going to explore today. Welcome to Binge Eating Breakthrough, the podcast to help you stop feeling out of control around food and build trust with your body. If you've tried everything but still feel stuck, you're not alone. I've been there too. I'm Jane Pilger, and I'm here to help you see binge eating in a new way so you can finally break free. Each week, you'll get the tools and insights to create peace with food and your body. Your breakthrough starts now. Hello, trusted listener, and Happy New Year. I consider you a trusted listener because I trust that you're here for a reason that goes deeper than just setting another resolution or another goal for the new year. I trust that you're tired of the cycle, the promising, the failing, the starting over. And I trust that you're ready to start this year in a way that is different, to do something that actually works, something that lasts. Now, this episode is coming out on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2025. And if you're anything like I was, and like most people that I work with, whether you're listening now as the year turns or in the first days or weeks of January, there might be something familiar happening. You're thinking about fresh starts, about new beginnings, about the chance to finally get it right. And if you struggle with food, you're probably making promises to yourself, or maybe you already made them and you're trying to keep them. Starting now, I'm going to be good. I'm going to follow the plan. I'm not going to binge. This time will be different. Maybe you gave yourself permission to eat whatever you wanted over the holidays, because after this, it all changes. The last hurrah, the final binge before the big fresh start. Or maybe you had no intention to binge at all during the holidays, yet you found yourself at night after everyone had gone to bed. Or I can remember so many times going to the store and buying the day after Christmas and buying the discounted holiday candy and driving around, eating it all. But let me be honest with you. If you're thinking about this fresh start coming in January, I know that January 1st feels like hope. Like possibility, like this time will finally be different. But here's what I need you to understand. The date doesn't change anything. The approach does. Now, I know this might be hard to hear, especially when hope and possibility feel so close, or when you've already started and you want to believe that this time is different. But I need to tell you the truth because I care about you and I don't want you to spend another year caught in the same cycle. Here is what's going to happen if you approach 2026 the way you've approached every other year. You'll start strong. You'll follow the plan. You'll be quote unquote good. For a few days, maybe even a few weeks, you'll feel in control. You'll feel like this time is different. And then something will happen. Stress at work, a difficult conversation, exhaustion, overwhelm, or maybe nothing dramatic at all. Maybe just the accumulated weight of trying so hard to be perfect. And that screw it part we talked about a few weeks ago, it'll show up and you'll eat. And then you'll spiral into shame and guilt. And then the manager will come back with even stricter rules. Okay, starting Monday or next month or after this stressful period ends. And the cycle continues. I don't want that for you. Not for another year, not for another month, not for another day. Now, last week, I talked about the greatest gift you can give yourself. The permission to stop trying to fix yourself and start reconnecting with what you already know inside. And today, I want to help you actually do that. I want to help you step into 2026 differently. Not with another resolution, not with another list of rules, but with a genuine intention that's rooted in what you truly want, not what you think you should want. So let me ask you something, and I want you to really sit with this question. How do you want to feel in 2026? Not what do you want to do, not what goals do you want to accomplish, not how much weight do you want to lose or how perfectly do you want to eat. How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel calm, relaxed, peaceful? Do you want to feel connected to yourself, trusting of yourself? Do you want to feel like you can slow down when you need to instead of constantly pushing through? Do you want to feel like you can appreciate the life you already have instead of always focusing on what's not enough? Do you want to wake up and not immediately start thinking about food or your body or all the ways you need to fix yourself? Do you want to go to bed at night feeling settled instead of anxious? Do you want to make decisions without second guessing yourself constantly? Do you want to feel at home in your own body? These are feeling states. These are the things that actually matter. These are what create a life that feels good to live. And here's what I know for certain. No diet plan is going to give you these feelings. No amount of perfect eating is going to make you feel calm and connected and confident. Because these feelings don't come from external control. They come from internal safety. And internal safety doesn't come from following rules. It comes from your nervous system finally getting what it's been asking for all along. Permission to relax, to soften, to trust that you're okay. Now, let me tell you what stepping into 2026 differently actually looks like. Imagine this. You wake up on a random Tuesday in February and you realize you're not thinking about food, about what you're going to eat that day, about what you did eat yesterday. You're not waking up each day promising to be good and going to bed each night frustrated and promising that tomorrow will be different. You're not worrying about whether you'll be able to control yourself during the times you usually turn to food. You're just living. You go to a party and you eat what sounds good to you. You enjoy it. And then you stop when you've had enough. Not because you're following a rule, but because you trust yourself. You trust your body. You know what you need. You have a stressful day at work, and instead of automatically turning to food, you pause. You check in with yourself. You ask, what do I actually need right now? And you trust the answer that comes. Maybe it is food. Maybe it's a walk. Maybe it's calling a friend. Maybe it's just sitting quietly for 5 minutes. You look in the mirror and instead of immediately cataloging everything you want to fix, you just see yourself without judgment, without criticism, just you. You make it through the day without that constant mental noise about food and your body. Your mind is quiet. You have energy and space for the things that actually matter to you. You go to bed feeling settled, feeling like you took care of yourself, feeling like you're exactly where you need to be. This is what's possible when you stop trying to fix yourself and start rebuilding trust from the inside out. This is what happens when your nervous system feels safe enough to finally relax. And this is what you can have in 2026. But, and this is important, it does not come from a resolution. It doesn't come from a goal. It doesn't come from trying harder or having more discipline. It doesn't come from finally reaching whatever destination you have been searching for. It comes from doing the actual work of helping your nervous system feel safe, of rebuilding the connection to yourself, of learning to hear yourself again when the noise has been too loud for too long. And that's exactly why I created The Gathering. Now, I've been hinting at this for the past couple of weeks, and today I want to tell you what it actually is. The Gathering is a monthly space I've created for exactly this work. It's not a coaching program. It's not a course. It's not another curriculum telling you what to do. It's a simple, powerful, monthly guided experience where you can reconnect with yourself without pressure, without having to fix anything. Each month, we'll gather together for 60 minutes, and I will guide you through a simple practice to help your nervous system settle. We'll do some reflective inner inquiry. You will learn how to connect with yourself, how to listen to yourself, how to hear what you actually need, how to develop trust with yourself. There will be space for optional sharing and community connection, and that's it. No worksheets, no homework, nothing to keep up with between sessions. I will give you guidance, things to practice in your everyday life so this can become part of what you do, part of who you are. But there will be no homework, no checklists, no additional things to do. Just a monthly anchor, a place you can come back to again and again to hear yourself, to settle, to reconnect. And here's what I know from my own journey and from working with so many people. Most of us are longing for exactly this kind of space. A space where we don't have to perform or prove anything. A space where we don't have to have it all figured out. A space where we can just be messy, uncertain, tired, overwhelmed, and that is enough. A space where we can practice feeling safe in our own bodies. A space where we can rebuild self-trust little by little, month by month. A space where we can be guided to do these things that we simply can't do on our own. This is The Gathering. Now, I want to be really clear about who this is for and who it's not for. The Gathering is for you if you've spent years doing, achieving, holding everything together, and you're exhausted. It's for you if you feel capable on the outside, but internally overwhelmed. If you struggle to slow down even when you desperately want to. If you're seeking calm, clarity, and deeper self-trust. If you want to feel more at home in your body and your choices. If you've tried so many approaches and something still feels off. If you want support without more coaching, fixing, overthinking. If you want a monthly place to reconnect and reset. Now, The Gathering is not for you if you want individual coaching or therapy. It's not for you if you want a structured curriculum or high-intensity personal development program. It's not for you if you're looking for quick fixes or achievement-based goals. And it's not for you if you want someone to tell you exactly what to do. This is a gentle, supportive space designed specifically for nervous system safety and inner connection. It's simple by design because simplicity is what creates space for actual reconnection. And if you're thinking to yourself, I don't even know if I want nervous system safety, that's okay. I will only be talking about the nervous system in the simplest, easy to understand ways. This isn't about learning more. It's about actually feeling, creating that stillness, that ability to connect with yourself. I will guide you through that. So here's the logistics. We're going to meet live on the third Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The first session is January 21st. Each session is 1 hour on Zoom. You're going to receive a replay by email within 24 hours, and that replay will be available until the next session. Attendance, it's optional. Cameras on, optional. It will be Zoom meeting style, so we can co-regulate. We can see each other. But if you don't want to turn your camera on, you don't have to. You can show up however you need to show up. You might be wondering the cost, $29 a month. You can cancel anytime. No annual plans, no discounts, no tiers, no upsells. This is simple. I do have one special offer, and it's this. Well, I guess two special offers that are coming up only in this very initial intro phase. And beyond that, this is just what it is. So if you join by January 20th, which literally is the day before our first call, you'll lock in a founding member rate of $25 per month as long as you stay enrolled. So that's $25 versus the $29 regular. And if you join by January 10th, I'm going to be doing a 90-minute intention setting and alignment workshop on January 12th. And that workshop, what we're going to be doing is I will be walking you through exactly how to set up your intentions for 2026 to make sure they are in alignment with what you truly want for yourself, so that you don't accidentally end up setting up a bunch of goals and things that are more achievement oriented. Really, we're going to be focusing on how you want to feel, and I'm going to guide you through exactly that. That workshop is only available to the folks who join the gathering before or by January 10th, and that will happen on the 12th. Now, that's what's going to happen for the gathering. So the replay there, even if you can't attend live for that workshop, it will be available to those who join by January 10th. So if you want to find out more, you can join us. You can go to janepilger.com/gather. That's janepilger.com/gather. Now, I want to answer something that you might be thinking. You might be thinking, okay, this sounds nice, but is this really going to help me stop binging? Is this going to fix my food issues? Here's what I want you to understand. The gathering is not designed to fix your food issues. It's designed to help you reconnect with yourself. And when you do that, when you reconnect with yourself, when your nervous system feels safe, when you can hear yourself again, when you can rebuild self-trust, the food issues start to resolve on their own. Not because you're following a plan or using willpower, but because you're no longer operating from a disconnected, dysregulated nervous system that's using food to cope with not feeling safe. And I've seen this happen over and over again. When people do this work, the real work of creating internal safety and rebuilding self-trust, everything else starts to shift. The binging decreases. The mental noise quiets. The constant overthinking about food fades, and the ability to trust yourself grows. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. It's not a quick fix, but it's lasting. It's real. It's sustainable. So this is the work that actually changes things. As you stand at the beginning of this new year, whether it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, or the first weeks of January, I want you to ask yourself, do you want another year of trying to fix yourself? Another year of starting strong in January and falling back into old patterns by March? Or do you want to do something different this year? Do you want to actually address what's underneath all the food struggles? Do you want to learn how to feel calm in your body, how to trust yourself, how to hear yourself again? If the answer is yes, the gathering might be exactly what you've been searching for. It's not for everyone. It's not a magic solution. It's not going to give you a meal plan or tell you exactly what to do. But if you're tired of trying to think your way into peace, if you're ready to do the work that actually creates internal safety, if you're longing for a space where you can simply be and reconnect, this might be exactly what you need. Here's what I know. You can't think your way into calm. You can't strategy your way into self-trust. You can't fix your way into feeling at home in your body. But you can create the conditions for your nervous system to feel safe. You can practice reconnecting with yourself. You can rebuild trust little by little in a space that's designed exactly for that. And when you do that, when you give yourself the gift of that kind of space, that kind of support, that kind of gentle, consistent practice, 2026 can actually be different. Not because you followed another plan perfectly, but because you finally gave yourself what you've been needing all along. And as we begin this new year, I want you to know something. You don't need another resolution. You don't need another rule. You don't need to try harder or be more disciplined or have more willpower. You need safety. You need to rebuild trust with yourself. You need to reconnect with the part of you that already knows what you need. And that work, that beautiful, powerful, transformative work, that's what the gathering is designed to support. So here's my invitation to you as we step into 2026. Instead of making another promise to fix yourself, make a commitment to reconnect with yourself. Instead of setting another goal to control your eating, set an intention to rebuild self-trust. Instead of looking for the next program to tell you what to do, create space to hear yourself again. This is how 2026 becomes different. Not through willpower, not through discipline, but through genuine reconnection and internal safety. And if you're ready for that, I'd be honored to support you in the gathering. Go to janepilger.com/gather to learn more and join. And whether you join in the gathering or not, I want you to remember this. You are not broken. You never were. You're just disconnected from yourself, and reconnection is always possible. 2026 can be the year everything shifts, not because you finally fixed yourself, but because you finally stopped trying to. Here's to a year of calm, connection, and confidence. Here's to a year of trusting yourself. Here's to a year of feeling at home in your own body. I believe it's possible for you, and I'm here to support you however you need. Happy New Year, trusted listener. I'll see you in 2026. If you've been trying to stop binge eating and nothing has worked, there's a reason. I created the Binge Breakthrough miniseries to help you finally understand what's driving your binge eating beneath the surface so that you can actually start to change it. Each video is short and they're designed to give you the clarity and direction you've been missing so you can stop feeling stuck and start finding your way out. Start watching now at janepilger.com/mini. That's janepilger.com/mini. MINI.